myself, I like working with the kids the most, because it's interesting to watch as kids begin to develop their interests and to put books in front of them, topics even that they hadn't even thought of, that they suddenly discover, they're voracious to find all the information about.
I enjoy working with people the most. I also get to work with a lot of staff in other departments, and that's interesting, sometimes the city council, but I work with kids and adults. Last night, the council agreed to fund the first phase of actually what will be a replacement library here, so that we can accommodate all the various things we don't have and need. And that was a 7-0 vote, so we're very happy. Everybody on the council endorsed it, and it will involve completing a floodplain analysis that was begun some time ago, but never completed in its entirety. There are parts of it that didn't get done, so they're going to go back and do that. An architect and an engineer, and then people in the library, the staff will do some detailed design, figure out what the insides will look like. We have some preliminary designs, we've talked about that, and this will be working with the architect and doing it seriously, pinning down what will be where, what kind of furnishings we need, what kind of AV we need, things like study rooms, space for young adult materials and stuff like that.
In my judgment, I think, it's long past time for this library to have some renovation and fixing, and so I'm really excited that we'll get a brand new library out of it, if all goes well. There's should never be a library that has, a hole in the roof above the nonfiction section where we have to string plastic to keep the books from getting damaged. So, we're ready for that to be fixed.
We are also excited about it.
Yeah.
Everybody on staff.
It's been a long process.
I think a lot of patrons, are also excited and expecting it because they ask us about the renovation all the time. So I think it's going to be a wonderful thing.
I've been following the renovation very, very carefully. I do know some people who are involved in it. I respect them. They want to renovate the library. I'm happy with the library the way it is, but I don't know the whole picture, so there may be needs that aren't being met that a renovation would take care of. I'm happy with it the way it is. I'm very concerned about the projected costs of this renovation, and I have my doubts about the city government's ability to manage these costs based on past performance. So I'm concerned about the library renovation escalating out of control, especially since we're on a floodplain here. And we've already learned from the community center that building on a floodplain, there's a lot of risk there. So I'm nervous about the renovation and would be happy to keep the status quo, frankly.
I don't like the fact that they're not connected with the Montgomery County Library. You got to get a whole different card. It's like a whole different system. When I check out a book, I have to bring it back to this exact library. That's a hassle. I think they need to hurry up, and I think it's a good idea. Open it up a little bit. It just feels so smothered.
I think the library does a fantastic job. It basically meets all my needs. So I don't think it needs much improvement. I'm even happy with the physical structure of it because the library has what I need. Now I'm a senior citizen, and I'm old school in terms of my information sources and my reading. So the library has a lot of books that I like to get. It has periodicals that I like to read because they're too expensive to subscribe to. It has events, book readings and things that I find are interesting. It has book sales that we go to all the time. It has just a bunch of things. And when my kids were growing up, this library was one of their favorite places. We have taken probably thousands of children's books out of this library. And the librarians are fantastic. They're all They're all helpful, knowledgeable. This is a haven. This place. I mean, it's a haven in a digital world, and it's just a wonderful place for an old person who likes books and libraries. Also, as a community center, it's really an important place. You know, a lot of people use it, young people, old people, immigrants.
The renovations are pretty cool. I think libraries are doing a great job at that now, especially in Montgomery County.